Hello garden gals and guys, welcome back to the Fat Earth Backyard Farm. It is June 16th, 2015, and I thought I would do a little garden update. So I'll start over here with my beans that some were I bought and some I planted from seed, and there are a few there, and my chickens keep getting the rest. But they're doing well, but I'm really not worried about getting beans because if you all are following my channel, you know that my cupboard runneth over with green beans that I canned that I bought from the farmer's market. You can see my raised bed is doing really well. I've got tomatoes and basil and 2 garlic plants that came up this year that I planted last year in the fall, and they never did anything all through last summer and all that, or fall before last, and they never came up. So then they decided to come up, and I've already harvested garlic scapes from those, so they're doing really well. And excuse me, I have to go over here and shoo my chicken off my compost pile. Okay, and this is another raised bed here, and I've got a cantaloupe, a sunflower, some more beans that I just didn't know where else to put them, and my cosmos. And here's a watermelon plant that I hope is going to be okay. My chickens keep trying to eat all the leaves off of it, but it's healthy otherwise, so hopefully it will be okay. And this is my little experiment. I had some extra green bean plants that I bought. Don't know why I bought them, but I did. I have an addiction. And then these 2 here are cantaloupe plants, and I have all this extra compost, and I've been kind of taking from the edge to fertilize my plants with, but this is all the extra compost that I had left over after I made my potting mix for my rain gutter grow system. So I figured, well, plants love compost, so why not? I'll just throw the plants in there and see how they do. And here are my gangsta chickens that are always either eating my plants or terrorizing little birdies that fly in the yard. Here's my peach tree with peaches on it. And every year I get this goop on them, and I was supposed to spray it and I didn't. I really don't like to use sprays, so we'll see how many peaches I actually get this year. And get away from my compost. And raised bed here. And those are 2 zucchini plants. And then this is my little Nana's garden. Planted it because I was thinking about my mommy. There's a sunflower in the middle that's really getting big. Begonias and Dusty Millers and Cosmos in the back. Some chives that came back. These 3 tomato plants are they can actually be grown in containers. And they're little cherry tomatoes, yellow. But I figured I don't have any containers I really want to grow them in, so I'm just going to put them in the ground. And then I put some Dusty Millers in, and then you can see I have some sugar snap peas that I planted. I just threw the seeds in the soil, and they're coming up. And this is funny. I thought I had 2 watermelon plants in my hand, and I'm looking, and I obviously didn't. This is a watermelon, and this is a cantaloupe. So I'll either get a cantamelon or a waterlope if they actually cross-pollinate. We'll see. And here's another watermelon. These are sugar baby watermelons. The other one over in the other raised bed over there that I showed you, that's a Chandler watermelon. Gotta go back over here against my chickens again. That's the sugar babies are smaller. The ones over here are the more traditional oblong, really big watermelons. So that's that. And then I've got in my garden cage, look at these collards. They're going to be ready to harvest soon. They're just going off. And my ketchup and tomatoes plant, I really need to cage this. These are cherry tomatoes. You can see it's like this huge, it's turning into like a spider. And my tomatoes that I had extra of that I planted in here are also doing really well. And my carrots are doing exceptionally well. And when I was planting, I thought that I had planted a row of kale and a row of collards. Well, obviously I planted both collards, so my second round of greens will have kale. I did go ahead and throw one kale in here that seems to be doing well. And one little kale there, not sure if it's going to do well or not. And then you can see my blackberries. They're kind of all over these bushes. And they're doing really well. And I love that they're here in the garden cage, so I don't have to worry about birds getting to them. Here's another tomato plant I just didn't know what to do with, so I put it there. It's doing well. My blueberry bush, and look, I've got blueberries. Blueberries. So happy. And tomatoes. Cucumbers. These two here, my gosh, they're going crazy. They were so spindly when I put them in. I grew these from seed. And now they're just going off. They're not even staying on the vine. They're like growing extra branches and just going everywhere. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to stake them up. But look, see the little baby cucumber? These are Mexican gherkins, so they actually get about that big, and they look like little miniature watermelons, but they're cucumbers. They're so cute. And look, I've got cucumbers, and there's a cucumber, and there's another cucumber, and another cucumber, and more cucumbers. Future pickles of America unite. And here are my tomatoes, and I'm starting to see flowers forming on them. Here are my chickens. They want to get in the cage, but I can't let them in because they like to eat everything. And here are my pepper plants. Oh, and I see a little worm. I've got to get off one of my plants. Oh my goodness, and I hate touching bugs. Yuck. Ah! Okay, I got him. Whee! Who knows, that thing probably would have started to munch on my peppers. And look, I have little peppers. So I'm going to have to check these pepper plants and make sure there's no buggies on the undersides. But there's another little pepper right there. So, yes, I'm scared of bugs and I'm a gardener. That's God's little joke. And I've got a tomato plant growing over there. And I've got some parsley back here. And another tomato plant here. And my blackberry plant decided to put down some roots there. So, that's my garden. And here is one more addition to my backyard farm. My favorite thing. I had this done, and I will put the link to the place where I had it done by. But look, it's my farm sign. Fat Earth Backyard Farm, farming for life. Double play on that word, on those words there. Farming for life, as in gonna do it forever, and farming for life, as in keeps you alive, keeps you healthy. So I hung that up the other day. So, and here is my chicken in my... Come on, Mama. Out. Thank you. So, that's it. That's the Fat Earth Backyard Farm. Oh, and here's my apple tree with apples on it. They've got some brown spots on them. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm still going to eat them when they get ripe. So there's apples all over the place. So that's it, folks. That's the Fat Earth Backyard Farm. And there's my big zucchini plant in the corner. And I see some flowers. So hopefully, they're mostly male flowers. Hopefully some female flowers will come, because the female flowers are the ones that have the fruit under them. So that's it, folks. That's the Fat Earth Backyard Farm. Until next time, garden gals and guys, happy gardening.